This is the Voice of the Eagles show. And like always, God bless those Philadelphia Eagles. Now let's just this was gonna happen, right? I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I never expected to talk about the Tush Push. I've been holding it back. Yes, the name of it is Tush Push. That's what it's been deemed. I'm gonna call it the Tush Push because that's what people have been calling it. I've never spoken on a Tush Push. I've never spoken on a Tush Push because of the name in itself. The Tush Push. What? So the name was just egregious from the jump. All right. Now, for those of you who don't know, the Tush Push became very popular around the last year. Okay, it was a 90% completion rate. All right, it was highly effective, and this has been a staple to the team's offense dating back to the Super Bowl and last year. Okay, it really started last year. Fast forward to 2023, and the Philadelphia Eagles are still executing the quarterback sneak tush push at an extremely high rate. Okay, and everybody has something to say about it. Everybody's chiming in on the tush push. The tush push. Bro, I did not want to speak on this. This has been going on since last year, since I want to say right after the Super Bowl, it really started becoming it, man, I never wanted to speak on it because it's like this is what we're talking, this is what's going on. The NFL is trying to ban a quarterback sneak. So this was something that never should have happened. My actual opinion. I never even wanted because it's just it's what's the word I'm looking for? It's pathetic that this is what we're talking about. A quarterback sneak, a play in football it's one of the first plays that has ever been utilized in the NFL history. Right, this is one of the first plays you install a quarterback sneak, a quarterback handoff. A draw, a running back draw, quarterback sneak, like bro. So you mean to tell me a simple quarterback sneak has gained this much popularity and notoriety? I can't believe it. I'm shocked. I never wanted to even speak on this. I never really did. But who created the name? Who created the name? The Tush Push? Come on, man. What are we talking about? Come on, bro. Just the name in itself is disrespectful. What is this? The Tush Push. Come on, man. I never wanted to even speak on this, but right now at this point. This is probably the most this is the most scrutinized, hyped up. It has just gained it became a whole monster in itself as far as everybody that's just chiming in, making it popular. It's just a quarterback sneak. What's the big deal? What's the big deal? But more importantly, who named that? Like the bro, I'm hearing two cheek sneak. Wait, this like who? What freaky scientist or freaky like? Come on, bro. This is way too. The terminology in itself is like I'm not trying to. I don't want to hear about this. But like it's not even really too controversial. It's just wild and weird. Like, come on, I don't want to. The tush push. Come on, man. This is what the NFL has became. We're talking about a play dubbed as the tush push, two cheek sneak. What? Bro, I'm flabbergasted, bro. Two cheek sneak. Come on, man. What are we saying? What's going on here, man? Like seriously. Like whoever named it the tush push, two cheek sneak. Yeah. But I was out. I didn't want. I'm good. I'm not going. I don't want to speak on it. I don't want to speak on that. But it's to the point. Here we are. Okay, here we are. 90. Let's get into the comments. We got a while. We finna chop it up. Uh, let's see some comments real quick. We haven't even really. This is just the Jalen Hurts has to go. What are we? What? That's the first comment I read. Ban him for life. Ban him for life. Whoever has a mod in here, ban him for life. Ban him for life. You out of here, bro. John Doe. Ban him for eternity. He's out of here. Somebody ban him. Let's go Eagles. All right. Nunez says Tom Brady and the Patriots did the same thing. Bro, we got that. All of that is trust me. Trust me. He had an 82% clip. You know we're gonna speak on that. They were saying Tom Brady, he's the master of the quarterback sneak. Yo, Tom Brady was. This is just a random article. That's the first thing that popped up. So when Tom Brady was doing this, it was he's a master of the quarterback sneak. Come on, man. But that's hey, that we got a lot to discuss. What is the NFL warning us about? We'll get into that as well. So it's fine with Tom Brady. Okay, that's a huge talking point with this whole discussion. Yo, whoever got a mod in here, just ban him for eternity. Ban him right up out of here, bro. Please, somebody. I know it's a mod in here. Look now we're calling it the brotherly shove. That's definitely better than the tush push, but it's too late. It's too late. It's too late. It's too late to try to call it the brotherly shove. Yeah, that what took so long to rename this play? Like, come on, man. I'm not reacting to something called the tush push two cheek sneak. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Because it makes us sound like a joke. And that's the farthest thing from what we are. Okay. So it's disrespectful, man. Like, what is this? Seriously. All right. So again, the Eagles have a 90.6 completion percentage when they're utilizing the quarterback sneak. 90%.
Notice about things that they're emphasizing.
I don't know.
What are you looking for? What does he do?
We do have. All right. So there's a report that the NFL there's a report that the ref sent a warning to the Philadelphia Eagles regarding the tush push. All right. So typically, what usually happens with NFL referees, they'll send a warning or they'll send letters out to the team, pretty much stating how they're going to officiate the game or what they're going to be keeping their eye on. Right. The NFL sent the Philadelphia Eagles a memo, a letter, whatever the case may be, pretty much detailing some of the things that they are going to be looking for when we're trying to do the TUSH push. Okay. Yes, I'm calling it the TUSH push. That's what it's been dubbed. Okay. So the NFL is sending a notice to the Philadelphia Eagles stating, "Hey, when you're using the tush push, here are some parameters or some rules that I'm gonna show you what we're looking for. So make sure you guys are actually doing the things that's legal. I mean, but it's all legal. This play has been utilized effectively and it's totally legal. So this play is already legal. But that's just the NFL letting the Philadelphia Eagles know like they don't want this play in the NFL now because now since the Philadelphia Eagles are dominating, I mean 90.6 to have a 90% of anything that's effective that you're doing in life in general, it's you're almost perfect at that. Okay. That's a 90%. You're in 2023, this year they're at 91%. This is from last year, it was a 90. So they've gotten better at it. The NFL they don't want to see that. All right. They don't want to see it. They simply don't want to see it because we know you guys are going to convert. That's not what they want in their league, honestly. And I mean, if why take away something that is working, that a team they're doing it legally. It makes no sense. It makes no sense to me at all. It makes no sense to or anyone else who's just a average consumer of watching sports. It's wild. Mr. Mr. Tom Brady over here, he was the master of quarterback sneaks, allegedly, with an 82% clip. Okay. It gets it gets worse. All right. Um, it gets worse because now you have actual former NFL players stating a call of action to have Jalen Hurts to injure him, to get him out of the football game, to inflict heavy damage onto a player is egregious, bro. So you have former players coming out and saying, "Hey, you got to try to dive and hurt and injure and try to kill the quarterback." Those are his words, to try and kill the quarterback. Kill is a strong word. We're going on to like call for. I mean, I know he don't mean actually kill him. Who knows? I don't know if that's what he may have meant it literally. But you mean I mean to say kill. We know this guy Chris Sims is a huge Jalen Hurts hater. Right. So when you add the word kill to any statement when you're referring to him, come on, man. What does what would a logical person get from this right here? This sounds way more than personal. This sounds way more than just I'm sorry. It sounds personal and then some. It sounds way more than that. I feel like if there's a I mean, if there's a deeper level of hate than for someone that they've done to you personally, I think Chris Sims has that against Jalen Hurts. Okay. Is that what we've gotten to with this? Um, is that what we got into? Real quick, I'll backtrack and I'll let you guys hear what Jason Kelsey responds to the refs. They asked him a question, and this what Jason Kelsey had to say regarding
I love Jake. So don't I love Jake, but
regarding the ref. So the referee sent a memo to the Philadelphia Eagles, and Jason Kelsey responds to it.
I mean, it was the NFL. Everybody's an athlete here. You're gonna get me in trouble with Jake.
I'll talk to him. Look at the play last week and sent you guys notice about things that they're emphasizing.
Well, and they're always sending us notices. I mean, obviously, the last 2 years we were getting a lot of notice for offensive linemen downfield. So there's always things that, they're going to try and give you a heads up and make sure that you're not blindsided with things that you're not prepared for or know are going to be called. So, yeah, the sneak play, they gave us forewarning that they're going to start looking for offensive players sneaking into the neutral zone as well.
Mm-hmm. Are you expecting kind of like a hyper focus on that play now that it's become so mainstream and successful?
I don't know. I think that whenever there's controversy around something, there tends to be more attention on it, and I think that tends to be called more. I think that happens especially early on in seasons when there's a lot of emphasis made on new rules or rules that they want to emphasize. So you just got to try that much harder to make sure you're being legal, and there's no way they can call it.
At the end of the day, it's a quarterback sneak. So do you get kind of annoyed sometimes that it has been made such a big deal? Sirianni's response is no one can stop it.
I mean, it's a sign of it's good that it's being made a big deal. Teams are frustrated with it. It's highly successful. Some would say unfair.
Can y'all feel that? Can you feel
Okay. Look, so at Project, what's up, man? Shout out to Project baby. You say, man, that's enough about that play, bro. Tell me how you feel about Kobe Dean coming back and starting or not. Look, everybody know how I feel about that. But look, here's the thing, Project. This is my first time ever speaking about like this tush push thing. The quarterback sneak, brotherly shove, two cheek sneak, whatever you want to call it, right? And it's been going on for quite some time. So this is really my first time ever speaking on it, ever. This is my first time for the simple fact the NFL, they're sending out memos. They're sending out memos to the Philadelphia Eagles. And again, this is a perfectly legal play. We're not breaking the rules. This is a play that has been in the NFL since the birth of the NFL. This is probably the first play that was ever implemented, right? And when you have guys like Tom Brady, who's been dubbed the master of the quarterback sneak, that has been doing this, and he's arguably one of the best quarterbacks in NFL history, right? When you combine all that with the fact that fast forward to 2023 and 2022, the last year and a half or a year and whatever, they want this play completely banned. They want the quarterback sneak completely out of the game, right? And it's like, what in the heck? Okay. Now, with the Philadelphia Eagles, I'll give you guys a gem, right? This is a gem. Okay. The Philadelphia Eagles, they can actually, okay, I'll tell you. Okay. The Philadelphia Eagles, if they really wanted to, they can use the quarterback sneak, and they can play action and do whatever they want out of that. They can do a quarterback sneak, a fake quarterback sneak out of that formation. Everybody's going to think you're running a quarterback sneak. You fake the quarterback sneak and go deep, or you switch. You come in. Look, all right. So you go into the huddle, right? You had a huddle, and your formation is a quarterback sneak. You shift out of that quarterback sneak into like a shotgun formation, or teams are not going to know what to do. Okay, and I see the Philadelphia Eagles. They dabble with it a little bit. All right, the Washington game. If you notice, Washington they played the quarterbacks. They played the tush push, two cheek sneak, whatever you want to call it. They played it pretty well. They had guys just diving down at the feet of some of the offensive linemen, and you just have people just come up and just jump over the pal and try to make and push Jalen push the pal back. Stop the whatever they tried to do, right? It looked like it was working. All right. It looked like it was, it looked like they gave us some trouble. So if you see that, you see the players, you see it before you even snap the ball, right? And if you see that, you shift out of it. What Jalen Hurts did against Washington was he I don't know if he audibled it himself because I don't think players are ready for it, but he just went outside to the left and it was like kind of like wide open. But it looked like just a freestyle. I don't know, but out of that formation, it's gold there. It's gold there. And so it's also I don't believe it. Of course I don't believe it should be banned. Or I could be biased because the Philadelphia Eagles we're the team that's so successful with. But if it was the let's say if it was the Dallas Cowboys doing a QB sneak to us and they were highly successful, you just got to find a way to stop them. You just got to find a way to stop them. You just got to find a way to stop them. But I want the play completely demolished or out of the. That's wild. This is wild. I don't really understand why we're discussing it. I'm an old school football head, bro. So all this little soft crybaby stuff, it always shocks me to my core every time. Like I can never, like I really can't get over that. And this is just the entire NFL. They're crying about a perfectly legal play. We're not doing anything illegal. Like we're just doing a simple quarterback sneak, bro. That's why it's impossible for me to actually take any of this serious. Okay, but one person I will like, Micah Parsons, right? Micah Parsons, the Dallas Cowboys. I hate the Dallas Cowboys. Period. Okay, but what Micah Parsons said was actually I commend him for that. Okay, for Micah Parsons' comments regarding the tush push, quarterback sneak, two cheek sneak, whatever we're calling it. That's wild. Here's what he had to say about it. And actually, I actually gained a lot of some respect for him because he didn't go and cry about it. He didn't cry and say, it needs to be banned. Nobody can stop it. No, that's not what Micah Parsons went and did. And mind you, he's our rival. And he had the most logical and honest answer. And I'm like, bro, it's common sense, right? So again, I'll give Micah Parsons some credit, okay? But before I even play it, let's read some of the comments real fast. I would have our Eagles. I would have our Eagles stop pushing and just do a regular. I mean, even if it's still going to be likely that we're going to get it, even without the shoving, right? It's still going to be, I mean that one. Maybe the percentage will go down from a 90%, right, to maybe 80 or whatever without the push. But I still think it's too dominant, man. It's too dominant. They're still going to get the first down, bro. They're still going to be effective. QB sneak shouldn't be illegal. It's just them making smart plays with their offensive line. Like, don't even try to ban it. Oh man, it won't make it after this year. Let's say the Philadelphia Eagles need 1 yard to like win the Super Bowl or a touchdown to win it. And we actually and they get it. And like this is a huge staple of offense, right? Let's not even lie about it. This is a huge staple of our offense. So, man, without it, things may get a little, but I still think we'd be fine. But at this rate, I think they're gonna ban it, bro. After this year, here comes the jinx. Every team. What you mean a jinx? Who's jinxing? Jinxing what? Makes sense. Uh, every team is trying it. Yeah, exactly. That's another great point. That's another great point, Jose. Jose says every team is trying it. Look what happened to the G-Man on Monday night. They tried it twice and got stopped at the goal line. Multiple teams are failing at it. So it's not something that you can just what the Philadelphia Eagles doing, right? They're taking a group of extremely athletic, strong, full-grown men and saying, "Hey, move out of our fucking way." Okay? So to be doing that at a 90%, 90.6% clip, bro, it's demoralizing for anybody that's trying to go up against it. So they're just crying about it, man. And it's wild. I don't understand it. I never would understand it. I just don't. This is a perfect legal play it's one of the first plays to ever be implemented in a NFL playbook. And teams just can't do anything about it but cry. A trap game, okay. You talking about a trap game, okay. It's pretty simple. As a defense, if you don't want to see the play used, don't let the offense get pretty much. You try to stop it. That's it. That you just try to stop it. If you can't stop it, it is what it is, man. Like you can't go cry about it. You go figure it out. That's football, though. That's football. But Micah Parsons. All right. Micah Parsons. Wait, let me see. I got all the comments. Yeah. It's the cheat code offense, kinda, but it's perfectly legal. But you gotta have the codes to do it. You gotta have the right people to do it. So it's not really a cheat code, right? But let's just get into Micah Parsons comments. Bro, that's some of the realest stuff I've ever heard, bro. Like I think Michael Parsons will last like in a NFL from like the older generations. I think he got like the mentality for it. Um he summed it up. Like he don't want the NFL to be a league to where you feel like, okay, if something cannot be stopped, let's just take it out the game because no one can stop it. I would want to take on that challenge, honestly. So I love his whole mindset with it. He did say as well it was a cheat code. I don't agree with it being a cheat code. It's not a cheat code, it's just a quarterback. It's just a quarterback sneak. It's just a tush push, right? Come on, man. That's wild. Um, that's wild. Micah Parsons, Micah Parsons wants to play for the Eagles. He bleeds green. Hey, if you go look out the comment, check out it's 243 comments, bro. That's all everybody's saying. That's all it is. That's all it's about is Micah Parsons joining the Philadelphia Eagles. Like it's I mean it's 200 plus comments, at least over about half of those are just they're giving him his credit for actually being logical about the whole thing. So they're giving him his credit there, but they just saying, man, come to Philly, come to Philly, come to Philly. Hey, if I'm telling you, if he's on the market, And if some, it very well can happen, Micah Parsons, but that's a whole nother conversation. Micah Parsons, come on, man. He's from me. Come on, he's from the area. He want to play for Philly, but that's a whole nother topic right there. That's like crying when they give the ball to Jerome Bettis, Mike, at the goal line. Yeah, but yeah, man, that you're talking about the old school NFL. This is different league right now. So the NFL is going to bring in safe. This I'm glad you mentioned that because the NFL they're going to ban it due to safety reasons, right? They feel like that little how everybody's just piled up like it, they think players can get injured. All right, a team. I can't. I don't remember the team. But you guys can look it up. There's a team. I think it was I think it was the New York Giants. Yo, the New York Giants tried the quarterback sneak, and if I'm not mistaken, they failed. And they injured like two players in the process. So I think it's going to be they're going to bring up injuries and injury prevention. I think they're going to get it out of here. They're going to get it out of here, bro. Okay. I know they're going to they're going to get it out of here, man. For real. Now you got other teams trying to be copycats. And they got players out here getting injured. They're being sloppy with it. Nobody else can utilize this like us. Nobody else can utilize it like us. Nobody can. Now you got you got teams just out there looking silly. You got teams, multiple players are getting injured and one play. I mean, that's hilarious. The injuries aren't funny. It's just the fact that the whole NFL they're trying to duplicate it and it's not working. You can't ban that play. Now, I would see if every NFL team started using it and it was just so effective and overpowered. No, it's not. It's one team that's dominating, and that's the Philadelphia Eagles. And for that reason, you cannot ban this play. It's just one team that's good at it. You're gonna ban. Look, that's wild. That's wild. And I'll kind of leave it with this. I'll leave this whole tush push or whatever. I'll leave it at this. You're gonna ban a play, or you're gonna ban something that only one team is good at. So the one thing my team is excellent at, you're gonna take it away from us. That's wild. That's wild. That's wild. Okay, well, if that's the case, all right, if we're being fair, everything that a team is really good at, let's take it away from them. If you're going to do it to the Philadelphia Eagles, okay? If the Kansas City Chiefs are great at Patrick Mahomes play actions or whatever, cool. Let's take that away from them. Let's take the Dallas Cowboys ability to play defense away from them. If we're being fair, right? It makes no sense. You're going to take the one thing that the Philadelphia Eagles are exceptionally well at and take it because no one else can stop it. Come on, man. That's just wild, okay? Um, but I think it's gonna be gone after like right now, they're working on ways to kind of nerf it. All right. They're trying to nerf how effective the Philadelphia Eagles quarterback sneak is. Okay. I mean, the refs are already sending a warning to the Philadelphia Eagles, but they're gonna nerf this. They're gonna nerf it. Okay. Bottom line, it's unfortunate. We gotta get some hits on them. I don't think the Rams are ready. Okay, I don't think the Rams are ready. The Philadelphia. I'm not saying the Rams are a slouch at all. I know they have a really weak passing attack. Okay,
Are you sleeping safe or do you need the light?
but I would definitely be worried. Okay, I would definitely be worried because if you get a couple consistent hits, on Matthew Stafford. I mean, his ribs are bad, bruh. So when you're throwing a ball, you're exposing your midsection. That's the target for the opposing defense. You can't hit quarterbacks in the head. You can't hit them low. So when I'm exposed, getting ready to throw the ball, I got Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis running at me, trying to hit me. Yeah, I'm folding. I don't want those problems. Like, I mean, I don't. Nobody does. Right? So the first couple hits, he's gonna tap out. I would be worried if I'm Matthew Stafford. Okay. This is my quarterback's health at risk, right? Playing these young boys. So that's gonna do it for us. That's gonna do it for us. If we can get to him early, this game is gonna be over. But if we don't, if they they're not going to be able to run the ball. All right. They're not going to run the ball effectively. Their only option is to throw it. And they're a throwing team. They like to throw the ball. So Jalen Carter, defensive line of pass rushers, they're going to have opportunities. They're going to have the opportunities. And you got to hit them. You got to hit them. You got to hit them early. You have to hit them early. You know? Is anyone ready for this Sunday? I cannot wait for this Sunday. Oh, you said show me film of a quarterback sneak where someone was badly injured. What happened? Well, I don't know about badly injured, but two guys were actually it was reported from or something like that. So I mean, I don't know how significant the injuries were, but I think they're gonna start using that as a way to get it banned, blame it on injury prevention. Um, yeah, I'm excited for this Sunday. I'll be honest with you. There's usually as much, if not more, Birds fans that ran. Oh no, it's gonna be all Eagles fans. It's gonna be like a home game because you're in LA. So with LA, there's so many different. Everybody lives in LA, okay? But people that everybody live in LA except the people that are that were born in LA. That's what's so wild about it. So when you're in any games and any type of in LA, football, basketball, baseball, whatever, that's really likely because a lot of those it's a popular city or popular state or whatever. So it's a bunch of a variety of fans from multiple different teams. And we just happen to be out there. So it's going to be like a home game. Man, bro, it can get ugly. Honestly, this game will probably be this game is going to be a really, 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 really good game. It's going to be a really good game. Golly, it's going to be good. You got that rookie. Come on, man. It's gonna be a good game. You got the rookie. I call him Puka Nuka. That's what I call him. I just call him Puka Nuka. He's on pace to break the NFL all-time leading uh yards and for reception yards. He's on pace to beat that as a rookie. So yeah, and they're supposed to be getting Cooper Cup back. It's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be exciting. Um, I think it'll be a little more high scoring. I think it's gonna be a little more high scoring, and it goes down to the wire. I think it's gonna be exciting. I think it's gonna be a good game, dog. I can't wait to Sunday. I cannot wait to Sunday. Um, Dark Brown says watching to see if the Commanders played over their heads against the. Wait, you watching to see if the Commanders played over their heads? What you mean? Are you a I don't get what you're saying, bro. Honestly, I can't even respond to that. But yeah, the Rams, I'm definitely looking forward to it. You also got Aaron Donald. Um, and let's see. Like for all of the quick news, you guys can just check out my shorts or whatever. But interesting to see what how the Rams head coach felt about the QB sneak. I mean, the Rams head coach says we tried it and it looked nothing like Phillies. Right. And other teams have been trying it and failing horrendously at it. So, I mean, yeah. Yeah, shout out to Sean McVay. I respect him for actually saying, like, man, we tried it. It didn't work for us. It didn't look like Phillies. They're executing it. He's giving it praise. And so someone who does that can actually acknowledge what someone else does really well. It just shows high character. So shout out to Micah Parsons and Sean McVay for speaking highly of because it's impressive because no one else can do it, so it is impressive. So shout out to Sean McVay. I'll play it one more time for him. Implicated around the league and just um, I mean, you hear guys like this. If you feel this type of animosity towards, if you're calling for players to get like really like get hurt, when you're wishing bodily harm on someone, yeah, we've entered a whole different realm. Okay. We've entered a whole different realm here. We're not talking about football anymore. This like some you guys. This is a personal vendetta. Yeah. Come on, man. What are we talking about here? Okay. Back to the Rams. Back to the Rams. I think the Rams are in trouble. I really do. I think the Rams are in trouble. They're in trouble. You know, our fans are going to be there. So we're going to have the home field advantage at an away game. I'm gonna try to see if I want to get my I want to get my boy take on this. See if he'll pull up and we could chop it up real quick. And I see if he'll pull up. I am Smitty. See if Smitty will chop it up and see how he feel about the whole tush push. What is the LA Rams weakest spot or play in the field? Honestly, I haven't done what's today. I usually do my scouting report on like Thursdays well, no, today's Thursday. I usually do my scouting report on the opposing team on Wednesday. But right now, what I really don't know how we attack the the LA Rams outside of I really don't focus on the opposing team. Honestly, it's all about what the Philadelphia Eagles do on offense. That's why players always say, "Hey, it's more about how we execute." Right now, offensively, the Philadelphia Eagles, it's you either run the ball or throw you either run it or throw it. No team can stop us doing either one of those. You get what I'm saying? So you can't stop both. So whatever they're not good at, you just if they stop the run better than they stop the pass, you just throw the ball, right? So it's either or with them. They can either throw it or run it. They should always have it. The Philadelphia Eagles should always have an advantage because they can do two things on offense. They can run the ball, and they also can throw the ball. So opposing defenses are not built to stop both, and we're elite at both of them. So you're either like, there's no excuse for the Philadelphia Eagles offense. They should always be scoring. So whatever, like it doesn't. Again, an opposing team doesn't even matter. Every defense in the NFL, right, can be had by the Philadelphia Eagles because they have all the pieces to do so. You can't stop an offense like what the Philadelphia Eagles have. So they should never really be struggling, honestly. I'll be honest with you. But I would say for the Rams, for the Rams, if we're talking about how the Rams can affect us, our defensive scheme, I can tell you all about our defensive scheme. I can tell you about the defensive scheme because with the defense, it's different with the defense. Our defense can't do everything well. So the defense definitely there is some concerns on the defense because of injuries and a plethora of things. Um, I can tell you exactly what's going on with how the defense needs to stop the Rams. I can tell you all about that for real. But offensively, as far as Philadelphia Eagles, I mean, you look at our run game, our pass game. You know we have all the pieces to be dominant on offense, right? You got a great offensive line, a great quarterback, great running backs, um, great receivers. You have all the pieces, right? So you just do whatever the defense isn't good at. If the defense is struggling, stopping the run the ball. You know, it's not gonna be a defense in the NFL that can stop everything the Philadelphia Eagles do. You can't stop the run game, the pass game, the O line, the quarterback. You can't stop all of those factors at once. Teams, you're rare. A team is very rarely equipped that way. A defense is extremely rare to where you have an NFL defense that can stop literally passing game, running game, quarterback, and everything else the offense is trying to do. Like every team has its weakness. Fortunately for the Philadelphia Eagles, they don't have a weakness on offense. Right? Defensively, I'll say this. Defensively, we have. I mean, if we don't get pressure on Matthew Stafford, it's going to be a long day, and we could possibly it'll be a dogfight. We just might lose this game. Okay, the defense doesn't have a luxury to where, you know, you can just say that there's no weaknesses, so they should be good regardless, right? I could do that for the offense. I can say that for the offense. Defensively, bro, in here. Let me see. Dark Brown says Sims wouldn't be successful with the tush push. No, no, of course he would. He's not athletic enough. He's not strong enough. What's the NFL doing to Chris Sims for wanting a QB to be perfectly hurt? But again, you see the thing with that, Sharon. I'll be honest with you. It's this is a sign of how he can come out and say this because there's higher ups that are giving him they're giving him the okay to say this, right? He know he can say that without and still have a job. And if he can still have a job after saying something like this, it lets you know there's higher ups, right? That's making sure his job, his position is solidified. So Chris Sims is just the vessel that's being used to push that type of narrative, right? So it's not more so that it's Chris Sims. It's the people that's using him to get it. Because after all the stuff he said about Jalen Hurts, he shouldn't have a job. When you're just blatantly wrong and just like when you're really, 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 really bad at your job, you usually don't have a job. Right. So for Chris Sims, he's just a vessel. That's all. It's higher ups that are pushing these narratives for him to like just spew out, but it is what it is, man. Honestly, okay. If I'm okay, I could be neutral. He's saying like the only way to stop him is to hurt the quarterback or make the quarterback that he's an old school football player, Chris Sims, right? So he comes from that era, right? Now I can be neutral here, okay? He comes from that era of football. So that's how it was. Okay. I played football. It's one of those type of sports to where, bro, we have to stop him. Okay, it's a extremely egotistical. You wouldn't believe how egotistical football is. I promise you, it's like a bunch of guys with ego. So you want to be the best, and you'll do whatever to stop somebody. And even if that means a lot of times with some guys, you have to hurt them, right? Unfortunately, but if you're trying to stop someone that's unstoppable, what else would you do? Right. And that's the old school way of thinking. But that's still an element of football that's been here since for however long. Um, he said, go at it, dive over, go crazy, try to kill the quarterback. That's wild. That's wild. That's wild. That is wild. I mean, where's this energy with Tom Brady? You know what? Tom Brady. I gotta add Tom Brady in this. I got to. I gotta add Tom Brady. I gotta add Tom Brady. You know, Mr. Tom Brady. Tom Brady was one of the most. He was. I mean, he was dubbed the master of the quarterback sneak in 2020 when he got his first career rushing touchdown or first career touchdown ever against the Buccaneers when he was traded to the Patriots was a quarterback sneak. And he's been so great at it for a long time and no one's saying anything. Why? Why? Okay. Everybody hates Tom Brady. I would say, let me rephrase that. Everybody hated the New England Patriots. Everybody hated the success of the New England Patriots because I mean they were winning multiple championships, right? So you didn't want to see the same team win. Give another team a try to get a championship, you know? So I understand that. But despite all the hate, no one I've never heard anyone say, "Hey, let's ban the quarterback sneak." Despite all the hate that Tom Brady and the Patriots were receiving just from being successful. I mean, Tom Brady has like 6 championships, 5 or 6 with the New England Patriots. And during this span, no one ever mentioned Tom Brady and his quarterback sneaks. Never. But little old Jalen Hurts goes and does it. Now it should be banned. Right? I don't know. You can say a lot about why is that? You know, it could be a number of reasons. But the bottom line is no one was complaining when Tom Brady was doing it. Nobody. Nobody. What kind of element will Nakul and Kyron bring to the game on Sunday? Who's Kyron? Who's Kyron? I know the rookie Nakul is. I don't look. Here's the thing. There are certain players that I key in on, and I feel like if you neutralize those guys, you should win a ball game. All right, Kyron is not one of them. Okay, I don't even know who that is. With me, it's the rookie Naku Cooper Rush if he returns, and it's the rookie Naku. He's a receiver as well. You have a receiver in Cooper Cup, obviously. You stop those two guys on offense, I don't even think we can stop them, right? The element that they bring, the element that Nakul brings, he's just an all-around football player. Um, and I wouldn't, it's more so a Matthew Stafford. Okay, it's really all about Matthew Stafford, the quarterback. Um, While the rookie Naku is extremely impressive, don't get me wrong. And I wouldn't take anything away from him. It's just he's a rookie, playing with a Matthew Stafford. And Matthew Stafford he's been known to make his receivers great. Look at Calvin Johnson. I mean, that was a combination of Calvin Johnson and Matthew Stafford. Okay, Matthew Stafford also did the same exact thing with Cooper Kupp, to where Cooper Kupp was breaking all-time NFL records with Matthew Stafford. So a lot of it's definitely Matthew Stafford. Okay, a lot of that is Matthew Stafford. And now he has another receiver with Naku. So someone says, what happened to Khalid Ringo? I got no answers about him and haven't seen him play. He's a rookie. He's a rookie. That's what happened to him. He's just a rookie. Um, he's just a rookie. Some guys need time to develop. There's they're just young. So you got to be patient with some of the younger guys. So I mean, he's still trying to learn the NFL and catch up to the pace of the game. So I honestly feel that's really what it boils down to. But I mean, I've seen him make plays in the regular season. I mean, preseason. Sorry, I've seen him make plays in the preseason. He's long. He needs to work on his tackling. Some things with his hips, but he has it. He definitely has the ability in his body to be effective. He has the speed. He runs like a 4.3. So he has the speed. He has the range. He's over 6 feet tall. He's long. He's fast. So I think he'll be. I think he's a solid guy. I wanted the Philadelphia Eagles to draft him. They actually did, so I'm glad he's here. He can learn from the Darius Slays of the world and stuff like that. So I just think he needs time. I think he'll be fine. Honestly, I like the kid. So, but trying to see if we're gonna pull up and we could discuss some stuff.
To happen on this field, man. Can you
either fumbles or ball over their defense,
There's some Rams. They're currently some practice clips from the Rams. They're excited for this game. They're excited for this game.
What has impressed you most about what they've done consistently the past year, the Eagles?
Yeah, I mean, I think they've got a pretty rock solid winning formula. Their quarterback and their offense does a nice job of not turning the ball over. Their defense, plays really aggressive up front, affects the pocket, which leads to either fumbles or interceptions and guys that are having to throw the ball before they want to or getting hit while they're throwing it, where they're taking it off the quarterback. They're doing a nice job of doing that.
Like that's the first thing he mentioned was the D line. He's already Matthew Stafford is already afraid, bro. He got some bad ribs and he that's the first thing he mentioned. I'm telling you, they definitely should be worried right now. This game's gonna be a test. It's gonna be a huge test. She said, "You said I just need answers. Thanks. I would be interested to see him play some days. I think he'll. I think he'll. It would be nice. Honestly, we need. I mean, however with the injuries, it might. It's possible. Okay, it's possible that we see Khalid Ringo. You may get your wish. You know, because we have so many injuries. We're bringing in guys, and this game is going to be a test for us. It is. It's going to be a huge test for the simple fact um, our cornerbacks, man, our defensive backs, the secondary is in shambles. The secondary is in shambles right now. So it's definitely gonna be a huge test. And the Rams have an elite scoring passing game. Okay. And with the addition of Cooper Cup and being at home, and this is gonna be if the Philadelphia Eagles win this game, I would be extremely I don't care how they win it. Okay. If the Philadelphia Eagles lose this game, I'll understand. I'll perfectly understand if they lost. I mean, they're 4-0 right now. They've been dodging loss. I mean, they've been pulling out so many close games and they've been grinding, winning some tough ball games. So to have to travel across the country and jet lag and just everything that comes with that, to pull off a game on the road like this would be, I don't care how they win. It's going to be the most impressive win of the season. If they go and beat a Matthew Stafford and Sean McVay on the road, this would be the most. This would be the. This would be the. Again, I don't care if they win by 100 or if I don't care if they win by 2, or I don't care. However they win, if they pull out this game with this type of passing attack, okay. So look, It's pretty much this is how I put it. Right, the Rams, they're like our Achilles heel. Our one weakness, they're great at it. Something that we're weak at defending, they're great at it. So, and then they have an Aaron Donald, right? And we just so happen to be injured. A guard would happen to be injured. Like, so Aaron Donald is licking his chops right now. Okay. The matchup is perfect for them. This is their matchup. This is a perfect matchup. This is the team who I would say right now to kick off this crazy grind of a schedule we finna have. The Rams is like probably gonna be the toughest test of even the 49ers and everybody else is gonna be the Rams is gonna be the toughest one, I believe. Honestly. I think this is gonna be the toughest one. Okay. Because you got a Sean McVay, Super Bowl winning coach, and a Matthew Stafford. And they got they offense, the Matthew Stafford, Sean McVay, and this rookie, Nakua, whatever his name is. No one would have seen this coming ever. Okay. No one would ever seen it coming. Ever. That's how lights out and elite they are. So do you think Desai will switch up his soft coverage game? You can't. That's not. It's not Sean Desai. It's Nick Sirianni. Nick Sirianni. That's part of his philosophy with his team. He wants a defensive coordinator that's going to run a certain type of scheme. So that's not going to change. And a lot of people, there's a misconception that people feel as though it's the defensive coordinators. No, Jonathan Gannon was doing the same thing last year. Why? Why is the same thing occurring despite there being two defensive coordinators? Maybe because it's not the defensive coordinators. Duh. And Nick Sirianni has came out and said this multiple times. Right. So it's not even about Desai. Sean Desai has a boss. And it's not a boss who wants things done. Okay. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see. So to wrap this stream up, tush push. Who created that term? First and foremost, who created the term of the tush push? Wild. Referee sent a notice to the Philadelphia Eagles, and fortunately for us, some of the players spoke on it. The quote unquote tush push. And NFL they've been wanting this play gone since the beginning of last year. And they may get their wish. Micah Parsons chimes in on it. And I really like Michael Parsons respond to it. All of this is in a stream for whoever replays this stream or catch it towards this end or whatever. This is just pretty much a recap on the stream. You know how we're gonna end this. I'll get up with you guys tomorrow. We'll do another stream probably around the same time. And we'll see what happens. This is the Voice of the Eagles show. Like always, God bless those Philadelphia Eagles.